everybody, I'm Brittany Lewis. We are here at the Under 30 Summit in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I am here with Bilt Rewards founder and CEO, Ankur Jain. Ankur, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
For the uninitiated, tell us what Bilt Rewards is.
Okay, if you pay rent and you are not getting anything back, you should sign up for Bilt. We are the first loyalty program that gives you points and miles on your rent payments and benefits in your neighborhood.
Over a decade ago, in an interview, you said that traditional pathways.
You're looking at a decade ago?
I was. Hey, and I found a tidbit in there.
This is where to get you.
This is where I got you. Gotcha. No, just kidding. It's not a gotcha. It's instead, you said something insightful. You said traditional pathways for college students are no longer. Do you feel the same way for renters?
Look, I think the part of the challenge that we're all dealing with as a country right now is that what should be the American dream of opportunity for everybody is just becoming harder. Right? Everything's possible, but it's becoming harder. And with so many things to worry about, the key philosophy that we're trying to solve for is, can you just do the things you're already doing and make it work for the customer? If you're paying your rent, it should build your credit, right? If you're paying your rent, you should have a path to home ownership. These are like these types of things that we took for granted in our grandparents' generation that are harder and harder for us.
Home ownership was the American dream back in the day. 2 kids, a house, a picket fence, and now you're building rewards here for rent. Is this making the pathway to home ownership easier for people?
I mean, our goal is to make it so that everyone has an opportunity, but whether or not it's the right thing as the American dream for consumers is now different. And so for a lot of people, renting is better, right? You have flexibility, you have somebody to fix your leaks in your building when there's issues, you don't have to deal with all the issues that come with the home ownership, but for many others, homeownership is a huge thing. And so with our rewards program, you earn points and miles on rent. You could use that to buy a trip to go see your friends for spring break, to go see your family over the holidays, or save them up and help use this to qualify for a home mortgage. And I think that key is the opportunity for more Americans to get more for what they're spending on.
What do you think is missing then from the national conversation when it comes to the rental industry, when it comes to the stressors, especially financial ones, facing renters?
I mean, this is my biggest pet peeve. I'm so sick of politicians trying to spin inflation as, oh, but it's slowing, it's getting better. It's like, people forget, slowing inflation just means it's getting more expensive less quickly, right? The drinks that I'm buying are still double the price that they were 4 years ago. And you have to acknowledge that on both sides to even have a conversation on how to give economic freedom back.
And what's next in this journey, this quest to get people to have that economic freedom?
Well, there's a lot.
But specifically for you and Bilt.
Look, I think we set this out in 2017. I wrote this paper on housing costs, healthcare costs, student debt, right? These are some of the biggest pain points facing our generation. And so we're starting off by trying to make housing a little bit more rewarding. We can't fix everything, but we can at least take your rental pricing and your payments every month and make it work for you. Recently, we launched our first healthcare program where at neighborhood pharmacies, we can automatically help consumers save money with their FSA or HSA programs without having to change their behavior. So that means billions of dollars that are lost every year on things like sunscreen or your prescriptions you can save up to 40% automatically just by being a Bilt member.
Ankur Jain, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.